Hi guys, I hope you guys are having a good day. In prayer this morning, God just was reminding me of my testimony and basically wanted me to put my testimony out for everybody. Um, some people know this, some people don't. A lot of you probably don't know. Um, okay, and excuse me, I still have a little bit of allergies going on right now. And if I cry, please excuse me. I'll try not to. I was married very young, right out of high school. I had two little girls by the age of 24. And during that marriage, I was moved out of state, cut off from family and friends, and then I was mentally abused, which led into physical abuse, which led into almost dying. Um, I divorced him and moved back home. Went through a lot of stuff with that. Um, and then got a good job supporting my kids. Met my now husband. And during this time of this job, I went through a lot of different things where I could have died. I should have died. But God has shown me lately all the times that He has had His hand upon my life and has saved me from death. So during this job, I went through a promotion because my husband didn't want me doing anything that would get me killed. So I did clerical work, answering phones. And during that job, I ended up being very injured. I had herniated discs from C4 through C7. I've had over 10 surgeries on my neck alone, and daily medications of hard narcotics, nerve pain, um, you name it. Um, I've had it probably. These are daily medications. It was anywhere from 8 to 12 pills a day, depending on the pain. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't walk. My balance was off because anytime you mess with your spinal column, things happen. So I was a mess. I couldn't even lift up a gallon of milk. It was really bad. And we went through a couple of life changes, moved again. And it was during this time that I found out that my mom had cancer. And then it was during that time that I had come back to God. I was raised in church, but had a lot of church hurt. So I kind of walked away from God. And during this time of the cancer and all of that going on with my mom, I came back to God, praying, reading the Bible on my own, just kind of not going to church, just, reading the Bible and praying on my own. And then my mom started going into remission, but then we found out my older sister had cancer. So it was about a year and a half ago. I was praying for both of them in the shower. I had a particularly horrible night. I couldn't sleep. You can't get comfortable, and it was, even with the medication, it's you're spaced out or you're in pain. So I just took a hot shower, trying to, hopefully help. It would help the pain, and I was praying for my mom and my sister. I was praying that God healed them. I was not praying for myself. I was praying for them. And it was during that time that God spoke to me and said, I healed you. And I was dumbfounded because God hadn't talked to me like that before, and it was almost audible. I could hear it. Um, where it just resounds in your whole being. It just, like bounces off your walls inside of you. And I was shaken, and I was just like, I had no pain anymore. The pain was gone. Praise God. Everything, all the pain was gone. I could move. Um, I didn't need to take any medication. So it was shortly after that I had told my husband, you're going to take me to church. I need to go to church. I don't care if you drop me off and pick me up, but you go with me, but I need to get into church. So we found a church, and we started going to church, and then I was doing Bible studies on my own, just dividing the scriptures in Hebrew and Greek, just something that God was talking to me to do. I did it first for myself, and then I did it for my husband because he grew up Catholic, so he didn't know the Bible, and I was trying to help him. I was trying to refresh myself, and then God started speaking to me about putting it online. And I always have been a very shy person. I have always been a bookworm. Never put myself out in public. Never wanted to do public speaking. And that is where he has directed me. He gives me prayers to put out that I research for you guys. He gives me messages that I put out for you guys. And he gives me Bible studies that I put out for you guys. So this message is for the person who thinks that God will not heal you. Yes, he will. This is for the person who thinks that God will not use you. If you give him your yes, yes, he will use you. It doesn't matter the circumstances in your life. It doesn't matter how many times you have been physically abused. It doesn't matter the many times that you have been mentally abused. I am living proof that you will walk out of it. God will see you through it. Don't turn your back on God because of the pain that you go through. Reach your hands up to God. God will pull you out of it. He pulled me out of so many situations, and I see it now, and I never saw it while I was in it. So hindsight is always 20/20, but just so you know, God is there with you. He is in the fire with you. He loves you. I'm living proof. So I hope this blesses you. I know this is for somebody. I'm sorry for crying, but it's an emotional thing. But this is for somebody out there. I hope it blesses you. That's it. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Have a great day.